All praise is due to the Most High, family. We back with another Acres Anime review. I just finished watching episode 14 of Gachiakuta. We are just starting the second the second half of the season, and this episode was a lot happened. A lot happened. We're very busy. We are very busy right now as the cleaners, right? So we are just coming off of leaving Amo and that crazy situation that was, right? And remember, family, at the end of last episode, we seen that Jabber had gone and basically stole the boots at minimum. I mean, who knows what else he did. Oh, I guess in this episode we learned he actually kidnapped her too. But he took Amo's boots. We seen him leaving with the boots. Yeah, so we didn't see him leaving with Amo in the last episode, but in this episode we seen an image of Amo chained up, right? Like as a hostage. And so it's funny because in the last review I was talking about how the guy that bought Amo in her backstory was like Bowser, and she was like in Bowser's castle, and she's Peach, and Ruto's like Mario. Well, now it's like the same thing, except the Raiders are now Bowser instead of like the guy that bought Amo, and Ruto's still Mario. So I was a little too far ahead with that one. Anyhow, gang. So family, so we're leaving the Amo situation, and we're doing all right from that intense like throwdown that we was involved in, but we're not unscathed. And so we stopped by the doctor, but it turns out it's the same doctor that we seen at the very beginning of the season, who first checked out Ruto, and that was cool. We learned a little bit more about her. I mean, she's a cool character. Esteemed doctor, worked like with pollution, and now her side effects are that she talks too loud, and I think that she lost her hair, right? But we learned that she's also related to a couple of our cleaners, right? Which was a cool connection. Now, when we left the doctor, Simiyu lets us know that there are pests at the headquarters. So she asks, and she's like, "Where are you at?" And he's like, "Oh, we on the way." She's like, "Well, we got pests. Make sure you come in through the back way." And so we come through the back way, but Simiyu handles that entire situation by herself. Like, she is giving what's her name from the Matrix? What's Neo, and then Trinity, right? To me, she was giving Trinity. Like, she was giving Matrix with her vital instrument, her glasses. Family, she was dodging bullets, like with her hands behind her back, like just walking casually through a volley of bullets. They shot a rocket at her, and with her vision, it was as if time slowed. She didn't really slow time, but it looked like it. She perceived time to happen slower. She simply redirects the rocket back at a return to sender maneuver. And it blew their minds. It blew my mind. But Simiyu is, unfazed, unscathed. She really handled it with ease, right? But so why did these guys pull up? We learned that they was, remember, family, we're on the ground, right? And so these people do not like spherites, people who come from the sphere, people who come from above. And this reminds me, family, on our way from the doctor, that's what one of her That's what her grandson had told us. He's the one that makes the masks, that made Rudo's mask, right? And he said, "Hey, the cloud's moving, so it's gonna be raining trash on your way back home. So we have to seek shelter. We have to do something to protect ourselves about that. Like, this takes people's lives, right? Which is why there's such a disdain and hatred and anger towards Spherites, towards people like Rudo, towards Rudo specifically, when people learn that he is a Spherite. Remember when Engine dropped him off with those guys and he had to bite old boy's fingers off? So that's why the Marauders that Simiyu had to handle came. But they were set up, like they basically, we learned by the end of the episode that the Raiders had set the Marauders up, right? Anyhow, but so we on the way from the doctor, we dealing with the raining trash, so we had to stop on the way. We get back, there's Marauders, right? So we have to investigate that. You see, family, like, it's all gas, no brakes. Like, we are tired and busy, right? Now, after the Marauders, we did get a break. We took a lunch break, and Rudo's freaking out. He's like, man, we gotta be doing more. Don't we gotta, like, double down? We gotta be more alert. And Engine's like, hey, man, slow your roll. Like, we gotta take a break. You know, like, this is what is gonna sustain us, you know, to keep pushing forward. And Grease chimed in too and added his, you know, big brotherly influence. Right? Now, while we're at lunch, right? Or maybe we saw the guy, so like there was a guy, yeah, and I was kind of confused about that. So explain that to me in the comments, family. This guy that we scared out of the bar, I think that happened before we started eating, right? Right. Anyhow, we scared some guy out the bar, and he was talking about how cleaners are scary. But family, while we're eating, the Raiders pulled up. And the boss at that, you know, I didn't know it was the boss until he said he was the boss. But he's basically announcing he pulled on some Shigaraki and Deku type stuff in the mall. He pulled Rudo to the side, interrupting the team meal. He pulled Rudo to the side, and then he tells him, he's like, hey man, I'm the Raiders boss. And then he dangles Amo's boots in front of him. And, you know, like, what I actually like is that it took it a while, like just a second, for it to register for Rudo. Because it really stewed for him for a good 3-4 seconds. And he was like, hold on. Them's my girl's boots. And then he swing on him out of rage, because we know Rudo is easily rage baited. He swing on the boss, but the boss is with another Raider. It's with this, we've seen him before because he's the one that got Jabber out of the situation when we surrounded Jabber the first time. But so this was planned. They knew. He was like, hey, I'm gonna rage bait him. He's gonna swing. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna teleport he and I away. They tried to get Rudo alone, but the cleaners in quick response jumped, and so they ended up pulling all of them. Now, family, what's about to go down, this was, if you couldn't tell, family, there was a lot happened in this episode. Like, we're tired, we're exhausted. At the end of the episode, we're basically pulled into like a Mortal Kombat type of situation where we're in probably the Raiders base, but there's like 5 or 6 of them. There's 5 or 6 of us. We're about to throw hands. It's about to be good. But that was a crazy first episode to the second half of the season. I'm excited. I mean, I don't know. Is this going to happen in a brawl? Is this going to happen in tournament style? I don't know how long this conflict is going to last here. But I mean, wow. That episode was crazy. I'm excited for what, you know, these fights that's about to happen next. We got to save. You know, I feel validated that now we're Mario again. We got to go save Amma, who's Peach, you know, from Bowser, who's this time is the Raiders and not, you know, her orphan, her adopted daddy. Peace and love, family. All praises due to the Most High.